Impasse venue.
About the channel. In peace I went, in peace I come. As said before, this channel was born with the aim of showing how to practice true magic and avoid the mistake of beginners, falling into the clutches of so many deceivers we meet along the way. Here we treat spirituality as something serious, like so many others before us treated it, such as Eliphaz Levi, John D., Aleister Crowley, Papoose, Agrippa. Few contents nowadays offer you a step-by-step guide on how to develop your inner strength, your magical authority and your spiritual evolution, as this channel can offer. We were born with the intention of being the most complete channel possible about spirituality and occult studies. About the author of the channel. For reprisals and threats, both from deceivers and religious fanatics, I prefer to remain, at least for now, in anonymity. I understand it's hard to trust what you don't show to the world, but up front you will understand. What I can say is that I am someone with over 30 years of experience with the occult, and the channel is based on everything I have been studying in this period. Classes are built on my notes, research and books and grimoires I've acquired along the way. All bibliographic references will be credited at the end of each degree or level. I believe that this way I can do my part in the world, before I leave, since I don't have much time left. About future projects. Our request for donations and crowdfunding in the channel will serve 2 projects. The first seeks to improve the channel, hiring editors, translators and presenters for each language offered for the channel, thus offering content with much higher quality for our students. And the second seeks something more material, which will be the construction of our eco-village. About eco-village. With the experience I have in assisting consultants, with students, and people who trust me with some kind of spiritual help, I realized that many magic practitioners suffer prejudice within the family, at work, and in society, which insists on us impose what we should do and what we should be. The same thing happened to me. I was fired from a job that I was depending a lot on, just for following beliefs that the boss didn't agree with. I suffered a lot in my journey for having chosen this path. And I don't wish the same for you. With the money raised, I intend to buy a plot of at least 100 hectares, to house up to 100 families who are interested in living with us, including any of you. This village would be self-sustainable in terms of food, as, in agreement with each resident, each house would have a plantation or animal husbandry to provide for the community's needs. The surplus would be used for sale in local shops, or for charity for the needy. We would also be financially self-sufficient, as we will use part of the housing as an attraction for tourism, something like Airbnb, experiences in our rituals, face-to-face classes and mentoring, sale of surplus processed animal meat, eggs, fruits, vegetables and animal manure in the commerce place. Our income would go to the entire eco-village community. The breeding possibilities would be quail, using eggs and meat, chickens, using eggs and meat, ducks, using eggs and meat, pigs, fish and shrimp, using meat. The planting would be numerous. All this in a sustainable way, with the use of animal waste being transformed into biogas, for use in the kitchen and fertilizer for our plants and for sale. About the purpose of the project. Living in communion with nature and with people who understand your choices, not judging you by your creed, color, language, sexuality or your political inclination. Do not fall into the traps of separatist forces that seek to divide society in general, making you always choose a side, whether you are left or right in politics, male, female or the third gender, black or white. We are all the same, arm in arm or not. Knowing that you will have the opportunity to live in a place where the individual is more important than their titles. A place where the separatist forces that influence the world have no power. A place where your color, your religion, your sexual orientation or your political orientation will not affect your life within the community. A place where we will work our spirituality and our evolution, creating projects for the benefit of the physical and spiritual world. About the location. I will only be able to give this information to project supporters, again because I have to remain anonymous. What I can say about the region is that it is coastal, has beaches, waterfalls, virgin forest, caves, mountains, rivers and accessible islands. Perfect place to be in peace and communion with nature. It is also perfect for ritual practices, meditation, and socializing with the beings that inhabit these places. And if you are interested in ufology, you will love the region, as we live under constant sightings. Final considerations. The purpose of this channel was never enrichment or the search for easy money. Even because I don't have that long to live to care about it. My only wish is to leave a better world for our children and grandchildren, because the planet is theirs, the planet is ours. With the support of just $1 you can make this project real. Support links will always be in the video descriptions and you can support through Payonner, PayPal or Patreon. However, whether this project is realized or not, I will continue to make this channel my testament to all nations. In peace I came, in peace I go. Now going to our 10th lesson. We will understand and work with objects, feeling their iki and also learning how to remove or put iki on them. These exercises serve to remove curses, consecrate and empower objects. Objects. Objects usually come with their own iki, both those that they incorporate naturally and those that accumulate due to being in a certain place or being handled by certain people. Some objects, such as plants and stones, have a very strong natural iki, due to their direct connection to the earth. Magicians take advantage of it in their rites because of its properties. Other objects are specifically built to hold a specific magical charge. In general, we need to clean the accumulated foreign energies and charge them with the specific energy so that it can fulfill a given purpose. Before working with an object, we need to read the state of its energy current. Is Psychometry, the act of picking up an object and learning about its history, which is a variation on the skills already exercised. Exercise 65. Psychometry. Ask a friend for an object, in which it is important to him, but that you do not know the personal history between your friend and this object. It could be his first stroller, a ring. Ask that you can take this object home and work on it yourself. You don't have to do this exercise in front of your friend. Pick up and hold the object in your hand. Center yourself, breathe deeply, empty your mind, close your eyes and visualize on your mental screen. What impressions did you have on the object? Do you see any images or have any feelings about him? Write your impressions. Now ask your friend about the object's history. It is interesting that you practice this exercise with objects that you do not know the history of, so that you are not influenced by information you already have. Psychometry is an especially useful skill to keep in mind if you are using an object you purchased from an antique dealer. You probably don't have any information about the object's history, other than what the seller will tell you. Can we trust the words of someone who is trying to sell you something? Holding it inside the store, you can decide, according to your impressions, if it is suitable for such use or if you should look for another one. Other times you may be asked to handle objects with negative energies like undoing work, disenchanting objects. The following techniques are designed to protect you in handling magically charged objects without draining the iki present in them or contaminating your iki. Exercise 66. The glove. Choose an object to work on. A coin is a good object for this exercise as it accumulates a lot of energy as it passes through many hands. Extend your hands. Visualize and feel a glove of white light, as well as the shield, covering your entire hand. Now take the coin and hold it for a minute, maintaining visualization and feeling the glove. Drop the object. Reabsorb, allow to drain, or set aside the glove. Like your personal shield, this is a technique you can use when a friend, a magic practitioner, asks, "Can you hold this tool for me for a minute?" You can use the glove to insulate yourself from the object's magic charge, thus respecting the magical object and preventing the object from capturing its energy. 7. Bracelets and Rings. In the same way as the previous exercise, you can create in your mind energy bracelets and rings that will protect you from any energy from these objects. You can visualize them made of metal or stones that symbolize the blocking of that hostile energy. Drain, visualizing no hostile energy going up your arms into your body. Similar to these exercises, we can practice cleaning objects and magical passes. Purification. Purifying an object means stripping it of accumulated energies that we don't want it to contain. For example, when we buy a candle, which is a great energy collector, for a certain purpose, they all must be purified, as we do not know what vibration the worker at the candle factory was in. It may be that he is impatient with the boss, for receiving a low payment, or for any other reason. We do not know what vibration the employee who made the delivery was in from the product to the store. We don't know the vibe of the salesperson who handled the candle from the store's deposit to the shelf. Sounds like an exaggeration, but think of how many chances this candle has gone from being corrupted by low EQ. We can use earth and water as a cleaning agent. A knife, for example, can be stuck in the earth for a period of time. We can also use some object submerged in water with thick salt. For this feat, it is preferable not to use blades and oxidizing objects, such as a knife, as salt oxidizes these materials. Other objects, such as paper, can be purified by splashing water with other cleaning agents, such as lavender, for example. If you live near the sea, it is interesting to produce your own salt. Take a good amount of seawater and let it dry, boil until it dries, or leave in the sun. This way you will have a pure product made by your own hands, containing your EQ. The salt water, used after purification, can be discarded in the toilet or in the sink, so that it is not discarded in a place where the salt can harm the environment. Exercise 68. Cleaning an object, traditional way. Fill a basin with water. Add any cleaning agent you like to the water. Lay your hands on the water and say, "This water works to cleanse and purify." Now sprinkle some of this water on the object to be cleaned. You can use your hands, some purifying herb, or a seashell for this act. As you spray the object, say, "You are clean and purified." Visualize and feel the negative energies dissipating. Exercise 69. Bracelets and Rings. As in the previous exercise, you can create energy bracelets and rings in your mind that will protect you from any energy from these objects. You can visualize them made of metal or stones that symbolize the blocking of that hostile energy. Drain this energy into your hands and notice that they don't go past your wristbands. Visualizing no hostile energy going up your arms into your body. Now touch the ground, discharging these hostile energies, with the bracelets pushing them. Imagine your bracelets dissipating into the ground as well. Lift and shake your hands, as if you were throwing water away, to remove any residue from the object. Center yourself again. Finish with an EQ building exercise such as the tree. Exercise 70. Cleaning an object, also used in magical passes. Visualize your gloves, but this time they have a kind of empty pocket on the back of your hands. Using the laying on of hands, you suck these energies into the pockets. Visualize the energies being sucked into your hands and accumulating in the backs of your hands, filling this kind of bag. Preview the clean object. Now, take off your gloves and throw them away, or land as in the last exercise. In passes, this exercise is used when you want to clear negative energies in other people. That way, with the bracelets and rings exercises and this exercise, you don't run the risk of being splashed by the energies you are taking away from the person. In addition to cleaning objects, we can clean ourselves. So far, we've only used the shield to protect ourselves from negative environments. However, negative energy is able to smile outside the shield. Most of us create or attract some negative energy as the day someone gets angry with us, we lose control, or a fear crosses our minds. Cleaning brings the aura back to its pure, natural state. Exercise 71. Purifying yourself. Fill a very clean basin with water. Splash the water over your head. As you do this, imagine and feel the white light coating your aura. Make this self-affirmation. I cleanse myself. At the end, say, I am clean. You can finish with the tree to cleanse your entire energy field. You can vary this exercise in the shower. Imagine that along with the water that falls from the shower, washing you. It comes with a white light, and all the negative energy, or black dirt, that goes down with the water to the drain. See yourself glowing at the end of the bath. You can also clear a physical space. Exercise 72. Purify a place. First, physically clean the place, removing all mess and dirt. Walk around the place, splashing water, counterclockwise, a good direction to move when you're throwing away energies from a place. Say, I cleanse this house of all negative energy, spectral larvae, and noxious presences. It can be done with a broom. Finally, shake the broom outside to remove the energy. Charging. After the object or place is clean, you can fill it with energy. Exercise 73. Carrying objects. Take the object you want to fill with energy. Clean it as taught in the other exercises. Say, you are clean. Light a white candle, or the color of the desired energy purpose, and a desired incense. Pass the object through the flame and smoke, saying, you are in charge to. Say the purpose for that object. Be careful not to scorch or burn the object in this process. Now stand up, facing the object. Center yourself, becoming aware of your point 1. Take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in, see white light flowing into your energy field through your crown center down your spine towards your base chakra. Feel the energy moving back up your spine to point 1. Keep your hands around the object and inhale. As you exhale, visualize and feel the Iki moving from your point 1, through your arms and palms, into the object. See the object enveloped in light, in the color of intention. When you see that the object has absorbed enough Iki, tap the floor to eliminate the excess Iki. Stop receiving energy through the crown chakra and let the Iki go down your spine and into the ground. Protection. Why should I magically protect my space? We do this to protect our things or home from intrusive and harmful energies from people and spirits. Many are undisciplined in saying that they prefer to keep themselves or the environment open to all kinds of influence. While it is important to be able to exchange Iki with our environment, it is also important to recognize that not all the people and energies in this world love us. Safeguarding ourselves and our space gives us the freedom to choose which energies to interact with and which to avoid. When you start magical practices, you start to appear on the GPS of all kinds of creatures, spirits, entities, and even other practitioners. Some of these spirits appear to investigate. Sometimes they test, sometimes they play. Magical protection prevents these energies from entering our field, except those we consciously invite. Protective objects. Previously, we created a personal shield for our protection. We can strengthen this shield as protective objects, called talismans or amulets, which we will carry with us. We can use jewelry, pachuas, which are medicinal bags, strings, and symbols. The pentagram, for example, is one of the most popular for protection. Of course, it is easy to recognize an occultist walking down the street, just by observing whether he wears a chain or ring with some variant of this symbol. It's not unanimous, but it's not easy to make mistakes. A simple object of pagan protection is a naturally made stone found with a hole. Others use hand-sewn cloth bags containing plants, stones, seeds, and feathers. Exercise 74. Object for protection. Do it in a private place and make sure you won't be interrupted. Choose a protective object. It can be stone, jewelry, feather. Clean it physically and energetically. Do the tree to clear your Iki. Purify it with suitable incense or touch it with suitable oil. Surround the object with energy of the color of intent. Say, I carry this object to protect myself and to support my personal shield. Use it to build your personal shield. Now place the object. See and feel your energy fueling your shield. Exercise 75. Protecting your space. Physically clean the house. Gather the last dust to be removed and set aside. Walk counterclockwise with a broom and sweep the air. Visualize all unwanted Iki being swept out of your house. You can also walk around with an egg in your hand, visualizing all the negative vibrations flowing into the egg. Soon after, bury the egg outside the house, near the front door. Light your cauldron. If you don't have it, you can build a fire and burn that previously saved dust. Visualize all negativity and everything you don't want in your home going away with the smoke. Sit inside your space. Center and take a few deep breaths. Visualize and feel a white light filling your home. Affirm. This house is protected from all iki except those I specifically invite. Now make use of protectors. You can put salt in the entrances such as doors and windows or spread it all over the house, especially the corners. Draw the tetragrammaton and place it on doors and windows, inside, except in the bathroom, because it is a divine name, or hang metal pentagrams. They can be string pendants. Now, walk clockwise and tap all your protective agents, activating them. Remembering the memory of the house, our lowest moments like depression, fights, nightmares, crying remains stamped in the iki of our home. We need to periodically clean all this up. Some practitioners of witchcraft do this cleaning twice a year, on May 1st at Beltane and on Halloween, Samhain. Now we will use the isolation of the place to protect it, keeping the iki inside the house. Exercise 76. Cleaning your house, when it is already protected. Open all the doors and windows, letting the sun in and the house to be ventilated. Do a physical cleanse and then sweep all negative energy out. Close all doors and windows. Walk clockwise, touching all your guards. Sit in the center of the room and visualize the shield of light around your space emitting renewed, strong, and bright light. Always have the habit of having fragrant plants and flowers indoors, so that they emit a good vibration. It can be the plant itself or aromatic sachets. One more secret. Take a white paper and draw in pencil, strokes, circles, things without shapes freehand. Store in a flower pot. Whenever there is a low vibration, such as fights or nightmares, always visualize this negative iki being drawn into the secrecy. This sigil is called tangle and has the function of accumulating negative energies. Whenever you go to do a deeper energetic cleaning in your home, you can pick up the tangle and throw it away, in the trash, outside your house. Make another tangle for replacement, in case you need to move. Exercise 77. Disarming the guards. Collect all the guards from the doors and windows, including the tangle. Throw the tangle in the trash, and the protectors should be kept in white cloth or in a box, to be used in the other house. Bury the shield, sitting in the center of your space, feeling and visualizing the shield of energy streaming down from the ceiling, down the walls and into the earth. With the magic broom, now clean your iki out of the house. Physically clean the place. Psychic protection and banishing. Now you are used to visualization and energy, you will learn 2 banishing for protection. Exercise 78. Psychic protection ritual. Make the dagger sign with your right hand, middle and index finger pointed and the thumb over the other fingers. Turn to the north side. Touch the lower part of the right thigh with your fingertips, up to the neck, down to the left thigh, up to the right shoulder, then across the chest to the left shoulder and back to the right thigh. In this way you will trace a pentagram on your body. When it is over, say the following words. By the powers of the 5 directions, both above and below me, both within and without, may I now be protected from all harm. Visualize the pentagram in icy blue with orange flames around it. Use whenever you feel some negative energy released by someone, such as envy or anger. It is also interesting to use it before leaving the house, to protect yourself from negative energies that we may find on the street or in the environment where we go. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. If you liked it, like, share and, if you can, consider supporting this channel so that our project can reach more people. Support links in the description.
Impassiveni, impassivado.